Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike. It's the show we play every roguelike in history. Uh, this week we are starting Flinthook, and I am your host, Boston, playing on the PlayStation 5. Joining me as always is Moonbeer.
Playing on the Series X.
And Monkey Sr.
Playing on the PC.
Yes,
Right.
you followed my advice. Thank you. Thank you.
One of us is smart. Boy,
can I start this one off, please?
Absolutely, please. I don't know where I was going with that. So yeah, yes, I cede the floor to Mr. Moonbeer.
Thank you very much. I would like to start my time by talking about how the controls in this game are hot garbage on consoles. And even though they have two control schemes, the fact that you cannot customize your control schemes is a nightmare. I forfeit the rest of my time.
Okay. I was surprised at how quickly I got back on the bike, because I was like, for the first couple, I started a brand new playthrough because I looked. There's like 3 save slots, and my first save slot, it downloaded the thing from the save file from the cloud. I know words, I know things, I'm smart. And it was like rank 18, and I was like, I don't even remember what that is, so I'm just gonna start a brand new one. It took me a couple of rooms to kind of get back on it, but I feel not proficient, but I can get from point A to point B pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Monkey, is this your first time you're playing it?
Yeah, it is.
How do you feel about the traversal, which is like I sort of forgot it's like the mechanic in this game.
So it's weird.
You can say it's garbage. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Just say it's garbage.
It's not the greatest. Like, why?
It's garbage.
Well, one of the big things I have about it is, why is the jump down through a platform so much faster than everything else?
Yep.
It's for absolutely no reason.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as control schemes go, so I tried it with both mouse and keyboard and controller just to compare the two.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like the controller better.
Oh, wow,
how
okay.
bad is the mouse controls?
Because for the mouse, it limits where you can place the cursor. For like, you can only place it around a certain amount of distance around the character. You can't put your cursor anywhere on the screen.
Oh, so it's almost like Gungeon, where it's like it's a couple feet in front of you and it just swings in a circle.
I'm pretty sure it's the length of your grapple hook.
Okay, interesting.
But it's just it feels so weird to me that it's like that.
Yeah, it's not like a true pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to some Steam reviews, like, you can change it in some like any settings. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I'm fine with controller.
Yes. We're not. This isn't We Roguelike It Hack Edition. This is We Roguelike It Release Edition.
Yeah. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, with the controller, I beat the first boss.
Okay. So I managed to beat the first boss this week too.
Yeah, just that, I guess, shows how much more comfortable with it, because with the mouse and keyboard I wasn't getting anywhere near him. So
right.
Yeah.
The part that frustrated me at the beginning, and I had this moment of like, this game is worse than I thought it was, until they give you the boots pretty early on, and they're like, oh yeah, just hold L1 to sort of put yourself in place. No, to plant yourself, and then you can shoot without moving. And I was like,
what?
I was like, thank you. That's as I started the game, and I was like, why would you make a game like this where I can't plant?
That's aim lock.
Oh no, yeah. Did you?
Yeah. I don't use aim lock because I hate every single control scheme in this game.
Okay.
I hate the default. I hate the pro controls. The pro controls are only marginally better because, very similar to Gungeon, the thing I'm struggling with in this game is you want to throw a bunch of bullets at me, but the maneuverability is very finicky to me,
Yes.
and I don't like having a game like. Shout out to all my fellow freaks out there, but when it comes to first-person shooters, I'm a bumper jumper kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to take my right thumb off that right stick if that is my aim,
Oh, for sure. Right.
because I don't want to move that away from there to hit jump to move back to there to aim at the person I'm trying
Right.
to jump past and so on and so forth. So I switched to pro controls, which puts fire just on the stick. So wherever you point the stick, you shoot. There is no fire
Interesting.
button. It
Okay.
just auto shoots in whichever direction you're pointing that
So
right
yet
stick in.
another twin stick shooter here on We Roguelike It.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
And then it puts the jump to the right bumper and the hook to the right trigger. So
Oh, interesting. Okay.
you can kind of get around it that way. But I was struggling because I was doing the grappling hook when I was trying to jump, and then I was jumping
Yeah.
when I was. So I took my Doom Eternal approach to this, and I put a flappy paddle in the bottom of my controller, and then put that as the jump button, so I could do it and not
Nice.
worry about it too much.
Right.
I got considerably better at the game when I did that.
Nice. Yeah,
But yeah, I hate controls.
it's one of those things where it's like, this is a tribute game. So like, obviously the pixel art is beautiful, the animation is outstanding, the soundtrack is great. Like there's way more detail in this game than there needs to be. But I my brain had somehow wiped the memory of this game's insanely brutal difficulty from my brain, because I now remember why, Moon, both you and I bounced off of it almost immediately, which is the first time you die when you're on a run and the game's like, all right, double middle fingers, you got to do the whole thing back over again. It's like the whole, oh, the whole, like multiple ships at a time. Oh, okay, that's not okay. Because if you had two out of three or 3 out of 4 of the little things that your compass eats, you die. You got 0 of 3 or 0 of 4, and you got to do 4 ships all over again, which still feels incredibly punishing.
Yes and no, because we can't really complain to, because how many times have we played Isaac or Gungeon where you've got to get through 6 floors to get to the boss to start your next run? So
for sure. But I think for my my respectful opposition to that is Isaac controls a lot better.
yeah,
I don't
Gungeon
think
that is true.
A lot better.
Yeah, Gungeon controls, like, I don't think, before people misunderstand me, I don't think Flinthook controls poorly, but I don't think the amount of enemies that shoots the number of bullets is aligned with your control scheme. I think those two are opposed,
Makes sense.
because the number of enemies are fine and their patterns they move in are really predictable, which is great. But sometimes there's just like too many of them shooting too many bullets at you for you to get out of the way, or like you get out of the way and you're like, yay, I'm free, right into spikes. Which is fine, but there's just that friction between the two.
Yes. Speaking of spikes, can we talk about the amount of traps that there are that literally come out of a pipe and you just immediately get hit?
It's not great.
Yeah, those aren't.
It's like, all right, let's take the lay of the land, lasers. It's just like, wait, wait, hold on.
Or you come out of a sideways pipe and you land on spikes, and it's just like, should I just be, slowing down time literally every single time I go through one of these?
The slowing down time is like, it's so frustrating because like I don't want to use it for anything because it doesn't really give you an advantage other than I have to do it to solve puzzles.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well. It's like, why did you put it in?
Like it's there's so little of it that's available to you at the beginning of the game that since it's so limited, I don't understand why you at least don't move a little bit faster than your enemies, because it only lasts for a second and a half, maybe.
Boy, good news for you because I did not start a new save file. I continued my save file from previously and just redid the first level. I did get up to the second boss and immediately got my face stomped in by him because it's just a wall full of items and it's just like, okay, literally don't know what to do here. And I have 40 health, so now I'm being introduced to curses, which is great.
Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah. Boy.
Yeah, I got an item that gave me random like 3 items or something like that, and it said it had a chance for a curse, and I think I got one, but I have no idea what it was.
Okay. To add a fun little wrinkle on my experience too, I haven't seen this on a game on the PS5 before, but I fired it up and there's an OS level warning that comes up with a big yellow exclamation sign that says, "Hey, you might run into some problems with this game when you're running it on your PS5." And it's just like,
oh, it's one of those games.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's not concerning. Every time I die and it sends me back to the main menu, it crashes. Thankfully, saves my progress, so I just fire it back up and, just hop right back in. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, cool. I just loud and clear. Having problems.
The good news is, at least we know one of the games that Sony were talking about when they said it might have issues with some games.
Yep. Real good.
I honestly don't know how I feel about this. I don't, because I'm really struggling with the controls. I'm getting into them a bit more now. Like, the art style is fantastic. The music is great.
Yep.
It's still the same issues I'm running into from previously, which is I think being able to map my own controls would save me so much time in this. The fact that I'm stuck with 2 options that they have given me, like, let me use left trigger to do a grapple hook and right trigger to do a shooting. It's not that difficult to map the controls, and that will allow me to know which side I want to use. It's so much potential, and like, I'm even at rank 25. I just hit today, so I got the achievement for hitting rank 25. Yay! Nice. Now I have, like, I'm opening up the perk slots, which is giving me more and more and more. Like, spaces to do things. Like, now I don't. If I get the chance, I well, by default, I'm starting with the triple shot. Because why would you not start with a triple shot?
Yeah, for real.
A range increaser, a speed increaser for my guns, and that's pretty much it. And then when I go through the run, like, I've already unlocked the complete a room fast and you get some bonus money. Complete a room without getting hit, you get some bonus money, kind of things. And once you start unlocking them, like, you can then buy all of the upgrades you run into on the run. So, like, the one I got up to the second boss today, I was like plowing through it, and then literally it's like, here's the boss, figure out how to kill him, and while you're doing it, please remember that these 7 disparate parts of this boss are all attacking you from different directions at the same time. It's like, really?
Do I remember the second boss was like a fire something, like a blacksmith or something, or like a big machine?
No, mine is mine's looks like a hawk or something.
Okay, maybe that was the third boss.
Laughs for about 20 minutes while it's loading all the animations. It's just like, weird. It's just like, just please, please.
I'm hoping that this game kind of clicks with us at some point, like Dungry did, like Cave Blazers did, where it's like, all right, now I finally left brain, right brain, it clicked, everything clicked, and now the controls are really helping me out here. But man, there's an uphill battle on this one real early on.
Yeah. Potential. One good thing is I'm forced by doing it for this show to keep playing it.
Yeah. It's also led me down the road of remembering that Tribute's first game was Wizorb, And I was like, oh man, perfect. I'll download it to my PS5. Not available, only on PS3. And I was like, cool, I'll go over do it on my Series X. Not available. It was an Xbox Live indie game that didn't get ported forward. I was like, cool. All right, I guess I won't play that then. Never mind. Wizorb is really good. I don't know where you would find it nowadays. Put it on the Switch. All right, any final thoughts here for week 1 of Flinthook?
Oh, I like opening packs longer.
Yes,
that feels
opening packs are real good.
And
mashing that button.
Shells.
Yeah,
feels
really good.
Yeah, I like. There's so many good animations in that, especially like you crashing into the ship, like you hopping on the anchor to get yanked out of a ship at the end of the level. Like there's so much good stuff in there.
Control.
Yeah. All right, well, that's our first week, and we'll see everyone next run. Bye.
Bye.